So originally the Vulcan Flying Club was established in 1946. The land they used was just west of Vulcan. In those days it was just a grass strip, that's all we needed. The original flying club had its ebbs and flows just like every other organization, where it flourished in some years and was pretty soft in other years. So in 1961 the flying club reorganized again, and in 63 became a society, and they had airplanes that they rented out to club members. And in 1963 one of our airplanes went down and killed a couple of the members of the club. So the club just sort of disbanded there for a little while until it was revived again in 1977.
I've always been interested in flying. I was a 10-year-old kid during the war, and I used to watch the planes flying around, the Ansons and the Tiger Moths and the Cornells. I remember a Cornell landed in my field one day. He was lost. He couldn't find the Vulcan airport. So I told him where it was, and he took off again, and away he went. A lot of us farmers and friends used to go down to the tire shop and shoot the breeze with Gary. One day, Gary came out, and he said, Sky Sports from Claresholm would like to come over and have a flying school in Vulcan. So if you could get 10 guys together, we'd have enough for our school. So that's how it all started. There was 6 of us out of the 10 got our license at that time, and we met mostly down in the tire shop to have our meetings. In about 1979, I think the county of Vulcan applied to get the paved strip come to Vulcan.
All airports, aerodomes, grass strips, all that kind of stuff was under the control and the power of the federal and provincial governments. And so they had a upgrade thrust to improve airports across the country, and Vulcan happened to be one of them. And so they gave us a brand new north-south runway with asphalt and lights.
And they bought the land from Leonard Boise, I believe. He actually donated the old grass strip, but when they put the pavement in, they bought 60 acres or more.
So when the government put in the new runway, the flying club decided we needed a terminal building. So we built the terminal to receive the new guests that fly in on the asphalt.
And from then on, we had all our meetings here in the terminal. A lot of times we would come out in the afternoon and have a barbecue out here and corn roasts. I can remember one time we had somebody planned a poker run. So we all got in our planes and we flew to 5 different airports, picked up a card, and then brought them back to Vulcan. And whoever had the best poker card got the prize.
I'm a newcomer to Vulcan. I've been here about 15 years now. And one of the reasons I moved here was because of the airport. When I was flying in McMurray, it was lots on floats and skis and a bit of wheels. I've got involved and I've been in different levels of the club, from janitor to grass cutter to secretary, and now I took over from Pat as president a couple of years ago. Your sentence is life. Our club has, I think, about 19 members right now, and there's some people that are members that have just been involved with flying and never flew themselves, but they just come to the meetings and listen to the stories that go on after the meeting and stuff like that. And we've got guys from Claresholm in the club. We've got guys from High River in the club.
Anybody can fly in here. You call in on 122.8 and announce your intentions if you're flying in. That's so any other aircraft is in the area will know what you're doing and can look out.
We're very blessed here that our town and our county work together to keep the airport and keep it up.
So we got new lights put in here, which has been something that every airport dreams of, having LED lights.
The most common reason people fly here is so they can walk to town. The police use it for transferring prisoners or dignitaries. Had the Minister of Tourism fly in to our airport. at one time during one of our Star Trek conventions. Vulcan has provided a strip to operate from, so we have a aerial sprayer applicator that comes in, sets up. And the fly-in breakfast isn't a big money maker as much as it is a crowd pleaser. People love to come and look at airplanes. We get people flying in from as far away as Saskatchewan and British Columbia. Pilots are always looking for a hamburger or a bite to eat someplace, so they'll fly for an hour or two to get it. During the High River flood, a lot of the people got relocated over to Vulcan. 3 or 4 of them approached me and say, well, can you fly us over so we can take a look and see what's going on there? They were grateful that they could go and look and say, well, we have to start from the beginning, or, oh, it didn't get to us. And so they were pretty happy about that. When I was young, I was standing out at the airport and a guy flew in, asked me if I want to go for a ride. I said yes. I was hooked. Pilots are pilots. It doesn't matter what country you go to. We all speak the same language, and we all enjoy it so much. We want to pass that on to the next generation so that they can get the same gratification out of it as we have.